Yo, what is up, guys? Today we're going to be talking about Luffy versus Blackbeard. Probably one of the most anticipated end of series fight in One Piece, alongside Zoro versus Mihawk and maybe Sanji versus Kizaru. I'm not sure who Sanji is going to fight at the end of series, but whoever his matchup is going to be a crazy fight. But Oda has set up these two individuals ever since they met up at Jaya, having somewhat of the same personality as Luffy but still different. Blackbeard is kind of like the evil version of Luffy. Like if Luffy was evil, he would be like Blackbeard. Now when Luffy and Blackbeard fights, it's probably going to be for like the One Piece, or maybe Blackbeard even becomes the Pirate King before Luffy, and Luffy takes that title from him after the fight. And it's gonna be like a crazy fight. It's gonna be like the greatest battle in One Piece, but I do have my problems with that fight, especially for Luffy. Now I think Blackbeard and Luffy will definitely be one of the strongest people in the verse, if not the strongest. And I think Blackbeard will eventually earn the title as the strongest man when he defeats Shanks. A lot of people saying Shanks gonna die, and when he possibly steals Kaido's Devil Fruit. So he would have the strongest Paramecia, the Gurgur no Mi, the strongest Logia, which is the Darkness Fruit, and finally the strongest Zoan, which could be the Dragon Mythical, or the the Oni Oni no Mi. And with that, there's not too many people messing with Blackbeard after that. That's too much of a power up. Having the greatest offense, defense, and durability, Blackbeard will definitely be on that Roger Prime Whitebeard level. He might even surpass them. And the same thing is going to happen with Luffy, where he's going to be on that Roger level as well. But I still think Blackbeard is definitely going to have the upper hand against him. The reason I say this is because we have to look at both sides. Luffy has one Devil Fruit that is probably weaker than all three individual Devil Fruits that Blackbeard has. Like the Gomu Gomu no Mi does not even compare to what Blackbeard has individually. Now obviously Luffy is a prodigy, and his versatility with the Rubber Fruit, the Rubber Gomu Gomu no Mi, will definitely put him like on a higher level. And taking things like Awakening, that would make him even more stronger. But that same logic applies for Blackbeard. If Luffy awakens, there's a high chance Blackbeard will also awaken his Devil Fruit too. Even more so the fact that he might know more secrets about Devil Fruits, on like how to awaken them and stuff. And if you remember back in Marineford, seconds after getting the Gurgur no Mi from Whitebeard, he did an attack that was greater than Whitebeard's Heaven and Earth. And Heaven and Earth was the strongest Quake attack Whitebeard did at Marineford. Granted, Whitebeard was sick, but still, like, that was the greatest attack. And basically 2 seconds after getting the fruit, Blackbeard did an attack that was greater than that. So just the awakening of the Quake fruit alone is a big problem for Luffy, because not too many people are taking a lot of Quake attacks to the body. Just ask Akainu. But going back to Blackbeard, what makes things worse for Luffy is that not only does Blackbeard have the Quake fruit, he also has another Devil Fruit that he might possibly awaken, and possibly a third Devil Fruit that people speculate, and he has a chance to awaken that one as well. So it's like there's too many things this man has. So 3 strongest Devil Fruit of each class awakened versus Luffy's Rubber Devil Fruit awakening. That seriously puts Luffy at a massive disadvantage. The only way I would see Luffy capable of closing this gap would be King's or Conqueror's Haki. Now we don't really know anything about King's Haki, but it's definitely something that's overpowered. People hype up Shanks to be like one of the strongest people in the series, because he only relies on Haki. And like we've seen people that fought Roger and they're only Haki users. Garp, Rayleigh, these guys, they're only Haki users, and like they're really top tier. So I feel like Luffy's King's Haki has to reach the level of Shanks or above to compete with all those Devil Fruits that Blackbeard might have. But Blackbeard is also someone who might be well versed in Haki, judging by his personality and how he acts. Blackbeard, I think, definitely has King's Haki. Now, will it grow to the level of Luffy or something? I have no clue, but we still have to put it there as a possibility, because Blackbeard knew about Haki way back in Jai. He knew about Haki way before Luffy. So I feel like there's a huge chance he could develop his King's Haki to an advanced level like Shanks. So I still personally feel like, judging from what Luffy and Blackbeard may have in the fight in the future, in terms of Devil Fruit and Haki, Blackbeard, I think it will still be one step above Luffy in this fight, because Blackbeard just has too much on his side at this point. There's too many power-ups on this guy. So this is possibly what end of series might look like. Luffy will awaken his conquerors to the level of Shanks or above, plus the awakening of the Gomu Gomu no Mi. We know Luffy is very versatile with the Gomu Gomu no Mi, so he's gonna be way stronger than what we think he's gonna be. Then on the other side, we have Blackbeard. Blackbeard will have 3 awakened Devil Fruit types, the strongest of each classes, and I don't want to say King's Haki, but we have to put it there because he might have King's Haki. I think he has King's Haki, a decent level King's Haki. Yeah, the edge definitely goes to Blackbeard at this point. So I've come with a conclusion that Blackbeard will receive a nerf in this fight. Well, not actually a nerf, but Blackbeard eventually, you know, kills himself in this fight. Well, I'll explain. Now, I'm not saying Luffy is gonna get washed in this fight. They're going to be pretty much equal. It's going to be like an extreme difficult fight, and both of these guys are going to be like in like near death. It's going to be like extreme difficulty. Maybe Blackbeard loses an arm, I don't know, but someone has to win, and it's very likely that Blackbeard will, given that he has all these abilities at his disposal. And we all know Luffy, our boy, is going to become the Pirate King. So, you know, Luffy, so he's going to end up being the Pirate King. But yeah, I'm not saying this is going to be like a Luffy versus Doflamingo version 2 where he needs all the help in the world, you know, 10 minutes my haki has. No, Luffy's not going to do this in this fight. This is going to be a legit 1v1 fight, and he's going to be fighting on equal terms with the strongest person in the verse, which I think Blackbeard will be at the end of the series. Now, the way I see Luffy winning would be something similar to how Roger won the Ed War against Shiki, when, you know, Roger was outnumbered and everything. Now, Blackbeard delivers the final blow. I think this is where the soul of the devil fruit he has tries to take over his body. Now, if you guys don't know, I made a whole theory saying like the souls within the devil fruit has the possibility of possessing the user if they try to awaken it. This is like a theory I just made, so you can definitely go check that out. I'll put a link in the description. But basically, there's a good chance like these souls can like possess someone who tries to like awaken it. And there's also something special about the Yami Yami no Mi that kind of makes it like evil. Blackbeard said like there's something special about that fruit, so that might also come into play in the fight. But I feel like Blackbeard having all this power would backfire on him in the last minute of the fight when he's about to deal the final blow to Luffy, and I feel like that would be really symbolic on Oda's part, whereas we always see Blackbeard throughout the series always, you know, boasting about how he has the strongest devil fruit powers, and he also claims to be the strongest because of these devil fruits. And I can see Oda doing a thing where the very same powers that brought him to the position he stands is the very same power that kills him at the end. This is also a trait pirates usually have. One thing that somehow kills them is their own greed and your own obsession for treasure. So the same thing could be said with Blackbeard, because he was always out there trying to like get the strongest power, and even made a whole crew around that idea. So I feel like that would be symbolic on Oda's part. But that's pretty much how I see the fight going out at the end of the series, the final fight between Blackbeard and Luffy for the One Piece and for the Pirate King title. But what do you guys think? Do you agree? Comment down below what you think. Hit the notification bell if you want to get notified for my videos, and subscribe for more One Piece content on my channel. It is Ferro, guys, and I will see you folks later. Peace.